Here are the top things that irritate me while fishing. So first, I'm going to be talking about, it's not going to be a top 10. I'm just going to be talking about all the things that really honestly irritates me while fishing and hopefully you guys can relate to. So first, I would like to talk about the bird's nest. Like why? Why does that happen? Like you just do a random cast and your line gets all tangled up and it's so irritating. Like I can't stand it. Like you're ready to go, you're looking forward to casting your pole out really far and then boom, your line gets really tangled. Don't you just hate when you put a nice piece of bait on your fishing pole and then you cast it out and then boom, there goes your bait. It just flies in the water. Like, oh my god. Like I can't stand that, like you put like the best piece you can find, you're about to cast out, it's gonna be your first cast of the day. Mainly liver, I'm gonna have to say this, but liver. I cast my liver out and it just flies, boom, there it goes. Like I honestly just, that's one of the things that I really can't stand. And another thing, I hate when I find a honey hole and I'm fishing, especially at these community parks, and then people just move right next to you just because you're catching fish, and then they cast almost exactly in your spot. That's one thing that I just don't understand. Like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Like there's like plenty of park everywhere else, but instead you guys move next to me. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't understand it. And I know everyone is going to agree with me on this, but don't you just hate when your live bait dies? Like, come on now. Like, you spend money on live bait, like if you spend money on if you don't have a cast or nothing, and you go to like one of these local bait shops and you're ready to go, and your live bait dies. Like it's not a good thing. Like it's just one of the things that I can't stand, having dead live bait, then you have to use it as cut bait. But the whole point is to buy the bait is for live bait to get more action. You want to catch a certain type of fish. You don't want to catch catfish or fish that just love cut bait. You want to catch a bass, shad, and all your shad dies in a bucket. Man, that's just like one of the things I can't stand. The one thing I hate the most is when I'm fishing peacefully, really peacefully, and then like this huge family comes and starts throwing a huge party right next to you. Like I hate it. I hate it so much. Like it's just one thing it's another thing that really irritates me. Is like when you go there for the peace. It's already loud wherever you're at, and you want peace, and you want to have like fun and just enjoy the peace and action of the fish. And someone starts bumping loud music, especially if you don't like the music. It's like, turn it off. But like you're gonna have to move spots, or you're just gonna have to deal with it. Especially if you're one of those people that think that noise scares the fish off, which sometimes fish are sensitive. Depends on what the fish is, they're gonna run away. So yeah, like if you're one of those people who bump loud music, just please do it. If you're just throwing a picnic and you're not fishing, just do it somewhere else. Like people want to enjoy their peace while they're fishing. Like I say in almost all the videos, if you watch my videos and you're subscribed to them, please pick up your trash. That's one thing that I can't stand. I go into a nice fishing area that could be perfect, and there's trash everywhere. I could reel up, my bait, because I feel like I don't have anything, or, and I reel up into a bag or something, or a shoe, and I'm just like, wow, man, like, come on now. Like, there shouldn't be none of this stuff in the water. Like, there shouldn't be shoes in the water, trash bags, none of that. Just clean up your mess before you leave. And the world will be a better place if you clean up your mess. I promise you that. I know everyone is gonna definitely agree to this, but don't you hate when you're fishing and you guys are fishing right next to the person you're fishing with, and you're not catching anything, but the person right next to you is catching all the fish? Especially, they're a first timer and they don't know how to fish, but they're getting like, dumb luck. Like I can't stand it. And then they're laughing, making fun of you that you're not catching anything. And you're just like, oh man, come on, man. It was like we're damn there in the same spot and you're still catching fish. Like, come on now. Don't you just hate when you're, looking for a lure, you're in your tackle box, man, you're about to swap lures, or before you even, attach a lure to your fishing pole and your fishing line, you come across this, all your lures are tangled. The hooks are all tangled together. And I'm like, man, oh my God, I gotta untangle everything and then get poked in the process, and then there's line in there and they're all tangled up, and you gotta start cutting stuff, and it's a hassle. It's a hassle. Like, I don't know why that even happens. Sometimes it just randomly happens. You can't control it. You have all your lures together, you don't have enough space for everything, and you have no choice but to put them together. they're gonna eventually get tangled. So I would say try the best you can to keep your lures separated. But that's another thing that really irritates me. Honestly, this is not even irritating to me. It's just funny. Like when I see somebody reeling their fishing, like especially a spinning reel, they're spinning. Like it's not even like one of those things, ones you click. You know what I'm talking about, the ones with the button on the bottom. They're reeling it just like this, and it's funny to me. Like I don't understand how people could, reel like this. And I've seen a lot of people that reel like this lose a lot of fish. I tried reeling like that. It's just not in me. I have to reel the other direction, and plus I'm right-handed, so it just won't work. I don't see what people see in this, fishing like this, and it seems like the retrieve is way slower. It's like more work. Well, I don't know. But yeah, like if you fish like this, man, just explain to me in the comments how do you do this, man, because I don't understand how you do it. Honestly, it's funny. I love seeing people, reel like this sometimes. But honestly, if you took the time to watch my video, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'd like for you to leave a like and a subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you. See you next video.
Imposter.